Hey everybody, it's me Malonka again. I'm going to continue on with my story. Today's story starts on September 24th of 2020. My lawyer and I had drafted and sent a temporary schedule change while Kyle was off work after his shoulder surgery. And that included that Kyle could pick the kids up Friday afternoon, just after, I think it was 12:15 or 12:30, and he can have them Friday afternoon, which was just after our son's preschool ended, and he could have them for his whole weekend, and he would have them until Tuesday morning, which is when our son had preschool again. This offer was very generous on my side because it actually gave Kyle more time with our children. And it also meant less exchanges. And Kyle turned it down. He completely declined it, and we had to stick to our original agreed schedule. Which doesn't make any sense. One thing that he was fighting against was dropping the kids off and claiming that he didn't have money for gas. Yet at this point, his mistress was living in our house. She doesn't drive. I don't know if she has a license. She definitely doesn't have a vehicle. And Kyle was doing all the driving. So he was picking her up from work and dropping her off from work every single day. So he had money for fuel to do that, but he was fighting against doing the exchanges for our children. And at this point, he still hasn't been paying any child support. It actually took 2.5 years of fighting before it was court ordered that he had to pay retro. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting trying to deal with Kyle. And the fact that he turned down more time with our children during this time only proves how little interest he had with actually spending time with our children. He wanted to make it appear like he wanted them, but he actually doesn't. September 30th of 2020, Kyle still pushed for me to pick the kids up from the house, which I won't attend that house. That house that we bought just before our daughter was born, turned into a place of nightmares with everything that had happened after we bought it. I was terrified of Kyle. I refused to this day to attend that house ever again. Even with an altered protection order, I wouldn't. There was no way. But that day, on the 30th, was the day that the judge signed our agreed upon altered protection order, our varied protection order. Yeah, that wasn't an easy decision on my part. October 1st of 2020, his mistress was in the truck. He didn't send me a text that he was on his way. No communication whatsoever from him. And for whatever reason, he was angry and chose to peel out of my parents' driveway, kicking up rocks at my parents' brand new camper trailer, which we had pictures of where the tires had dug in and how much the gravel was moved. When I welcomed the kids, both of my kids smelt of cigarette smoke, especially my son, who sits directly behind Kyle in his vehicle. And for whatever reason, Kyle always had his windows open. So I had asked, does Daddy smoke around you guys? And my son, he had stated that, yes, Daddy smokes the white sticks in his truck. He rolls the windows down, but he smokes. I did send an email to Kyle addressing that concern, and of course he gaslit me. and that got me nowhere. So yeah, I tried. I never actually jumped to anything extreme until I actually addressed those concerns with Kyle. I tried to have communication about our children, or tried to co-parent the best that I could. And I haven't gotten anywhere to this day. But I'm going to end my story on that. Everyone, please stay safe and enjoy life. And if you need to reach out, don't ever hesitate. Take care. Bye.